This is just another episode of The Dark Knight doing Premodern. So, just some banner background stuff for you guys. The American Championship in May, and the European version of the PSS, the Epic, which starts January 12th. Can't wait. And I'll jump to the players because they're very jumpy. And we've got Danny playing Survival Elves and Aaron on Esper. So let's jump in. And here's the guys. It looked like Danny was just chomping at the bit to start, so I'll let you guys go, and good luck. You can begin. Batman out. Oh, damn, they can't hear me. And I was speaking to myself for a while. I saw Danny was ready to go, chomping at the bit, so have at it, guys. Good luck.
Excellent.
Okay, good luck, man.
Good luck.
I'll practice for forest, and then I'll play a Queen Ranger. I drop to 19. This one. And it's your turn.
Alrighty. I'll play a Flood the Strand and pass turn.
Is it okay if I just do it like this?
Yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
Yeah. Just ask. Um, I'll go tap for green, and tap the ranger, play the forest, and then I'll play survival of the fittest.
I will Flooded Strand.
Yep. You have the anno?
I do.
Oh, wow. It's a one-off.
This has been the best one of in a whole deck for me so far.
I was like, there's only one card who can stop me, so.
It's been a monster. I wish I almost always end up sideboarding in the second one too.
Wow. It's your turn.
Yeah. I will play another Flooded Strand and pass turn.
I'll attack for one.
Yeah.
And I'll try Priest of Titania.
Priest of Titania resolves.
I'll pass the turn back to you.
I will fetch at end of turn.
Mm-hmm.
I'll grab a plains.
Yep.
And I will swords the priest.
Because it's 20.
And
yeah, pass turn back to you.
Play a polluted delta.
Mm-hmm.
I'll fetch.
Yep.
Grab a swamp.
You got a 15, right?
15. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. You've attacked
Yeah.
once. I've taken 3.
No, I've attacked twice.
Oh, twice.
So
Okay.
turn 1, turn 2,
Got it.
turn 3. Yeah.
All right. I'll play a Psychotog
Yep, sure.
and pass turn.
I'll play Wire with Symbiote.
Sure.
I'll play a Crop Rotation.
Sure.
Search for Cradle.
Mm-hmm.
How many cards in your hand?
I have 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. For 2 mana, I'll play a Well-Wisher.
Sure.
And I'll pass them back to you.
Alrighty.
This is better for you, right?
I'll play an island.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll pass turn.
Let's see. How many cards in your hand? 5?
Nope, 4 cards in hand. Had 4, drew 1, played an island.
Yeah. So prohibits. Man, your list is a lot of counter spells.
There was a lot to cram in. Playing the 3 colors, you end up with so many good options. You're actually trying to shave still good cards.
I'll just gain 2 life.
Sure.
I'll float 1 green.
Mm-hmm.
And that will wish with green ranger.
Yep.
Float another green. To play Priest of Titania.
Yeah, I'm going to prohibit priest.
Yeah, sure.
3 in hand.
Well, I gain 2. 24. I'll make 3 mana. And I'll untap the Well-Wisher.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll play Aquarian Ranger.
Mm-hmm.
Is that okay?
Yep, that's good.
And I'll play a second Symbiote. And then I'll...
Yep,
turn
Symbiote's
2.
good.
Yep.
All right.
Back to you.
I'll play an island. I'll pass turn.
I'll gain 2.
Sure.
I'll gain 2.
Mm-hmm.
Make a green. Do the trick with the Korean Ranger. Play a piece of titanium.
Yep, that's good.
Make 5 green.
Mm-hmm.
Tap Well-Wisher for free. Go to 31. Untap Well-Wisher. Bouncing the Aquarian Ranger. Play the Aquarian Ranger.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's it. I'll pass them back to you.
Sure. End of turn.
Yep.
I'll factor fiction.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, one more. There we go.
You can put Counterspell in one pile and the 4 in the other.
Okay. I'll take the 4.
Yep.
I'll gush.
Mm-hmm.
Go to my turn.
Yep.
Play an island. I will discard a wonder to Tog.
Yep. Sure.
I'll attack.
Yeah, no blocks.
Okay. No blocks. I'll factor fiction.
Yeah, sure. You can put Meddling Mage and Flawless Strength in one pile.
Meddling Mage and
Flawless Strength in one pile.
Sure. Sure, so that can go. I'll take those.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what we can do. I don't think it's 31. I don't think we're quite there, but let us see. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's 10, 11 because I've already fed him 1. So 11.
Mm-hmm.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. No, we're not going to get there. 21, 22, 23 into Tug.
Okay, so I'll take 23 damage.
Yep.
So I'll go to 8.
Yep. Pass turn.
How many cards in your hand?
No cards in hand.
Okay, I'll gain
Not
3 life
quite.
with Well Ratio.
Yeah.
I'll go to 11.
Yep, you've got this one. Couldn't quite get it. You've got the.
Yeah.
You got it going.
Okay.
Yeah, Well-Wisher was more of a problem than I thought it would be there.
Yeah, I had all of those depth effect, right?
Yeah.
I was looking at the list and I saw no actual way to. If I just gain 6 life a turn, you have a big problem.
Yeah.
So
It's good.
I was like, I had a really difficult opener, but I had turn 2 survival, so I was like, yeah. There's only 5 cards in your deck.
I kept a hand that was like it's a Tog and a Null and enough to do both. So like, yeah, I keep that for now against you. Like, you got to figure you're gonna. Oh, and the swords. That was the other thing. It's like, seems good.
Yeah. I do think your hand was for us pretty good, especially Anil was really good.
Yeah.
But somehow after sideboarding, everything gets harder, right?
Yeah, always.
I also wanted to play the crop rotation pretty early, because if there's a card who's going to be countered and will be devastating, it's definitely that one.
Yeah, getting the cradle out is so awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, this whole tournament has just made me love a Null that much more.
Yeah, the last time I went top 4 with blue white, and I played 3 Anil side, and I think
the guys are doing
like
prep for game 2. I just wanted to thank the following new followers. Merit 79, Thomas 567891.
It's so cost efficient.
HC Fox, Unorthodox Bird, GG's.
And there's not a lot of decks that it doesn't have some interaction against. You know what I mean? Like, there's not a lot of decks where it's a dead card.
No, I do think in some matchups, if your deck is like blue-white, you have to do 1-for-1s, like each and every time. Then having a dead card is pretty awful.
Yep.
Especially when you have to place four Swords to Plowshare, who sometimes are like dead. But in most cases, Annul is a pretty good card.
Yeah. Yeah, I think.
But against goblins or something, it's like, Annul is really bad. So.
Yeah, that might be the one.
Yeah, and I think Annul is the second one or the third one are really bad against elves as well. Only survive on Tangle Wire.
Yeah, but I'll have a card in there just to deal with survival and Tangle Wire. That seems all right to me.
Yeah, it seems
Against that matchup.
Actually seems all right. Yeah. Just the middle one, Aaron.
Sure.
I don't think I can play first, right?
No, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'll take the play.
Great decision, man. Also the middle, or
Middle. Yep.
yeah, sure.
All right. Good luck.
Good luck, man. Have fun.
Ooh, that would be greedy.
Mm.
Yeah, I can't keep it. I wanted to so bad. I gotta go down to 6.
Did you look? Did you look?
No, I won't ever.
Never look.
You will drive yourself crazy.
I'll just keep this on.
Yeah, I kept. All right, I threw away a hand with multiple sideboard cards.
But
it was, and yeah, it was so good. It just needed more lands. One more land, I would have played it.
Well, somebody went Swamp Ritual Engineered Plague against me, so.
Oh, I promise not to Swamp Ritual Engineered Plague you.
Oh, that's fine. I actually laughed about it. Yeah, just the middle one is fine.
Sure. All right, let's see what we got. This is more playable, and this one can go on the bottom, and I will lead off with an island and pass turn.
Oh, Annual mana up. I'll go for a forest and a Lawano elf.
Sure.
And I'll pass them back to you.
Okay. I'll lay out a swamp and pass turn right back.
Okay. Play a forest. Which card is okay to be countered?
Danny, I might not have a counterspell. Who knows?
No. There's no way you're keeping it safe with like Idle Go, Swamp Go, and not having a counterspell. I'll go for the always scary Yavamea Granger. It's a problematic one, I know.
Yeah, I'll counter it. I'll mana leak it.
Well done. Okay.
You got to get that mountain some other way, buddy.
I'll pass it back to you.
All right. That's timely. I will crack a Flooded Strand down to 19. Grab a Plains.
Do you have it?
And I'll pass turn.
Pass turn, okay. I'll go for Precious Titanium.
Priest is going to catch a counter. We'll prohibit.
Yep. And I'll play a forest, and then I'll play a Survival of the Fittest.
Yep.
And I'll pass them back to you.
All right. I'll play an island, and I'll pass turn.
Okay. Hands up. Let's see. How many cards in your hand?
3 cards in hand.
3 cards. Okay. I'll ditch a Kamal to survive.
Sure.
I'm not going to shuffle if that's fine by you. I think I'm gonna ditch some cards. First off is Squee Goblin Nagel.
Sure.
I'll fetch that as well. And then I'll go with Priest of Titania and try to cast a Priest of Titania.
Priest resolves.
Okay. Turn back to you.
End of turn. We'll swords the priest.
I'll go to 21.
Yeah. My turn.
Yep.
We'll play a polluted delta.
Yep.
Play a Tormod's Crypt.
Yep.
And I'll crypt you.
Okay.
And pass turn.
How many cards in your hand?
Just 1.
Just 1. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm asking that much, but
Oh no, it's always super relevant against control. I get it.
yeah. So I'll just keep asking you.
I can actually just do one of these too.
Oh yeah,
So
thank
my
you.
camera angle kind of makes that a little funny.
Yeah. I'll just attempt a Priest of Titania again.
Yep, priest is good.
And I'll pass the turn back to you.
Okay. I'll play a polluted delta. And I'll play a meddling mage.
Meddling Mage. Sure.
I'll name Wirewood Symbiote.
That seems like a good card. Yep.
And pass turn.
No cards on hand, right?
No cards in hand.
Okay. What are you afraid of?
It's going to be the Hermit. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep, it is.
Yeah.
And I got some awesome tokens as well.
Ooh. Let me see these awesome tokens.
Well, I can also put myself into play, but that's a little bit strange.
Nice.
But I really like this ones.
Very nice. I'm a fan.
And well, it's a 2-2, right? So I'll pass the turn back to you.
How many cards in your hand?
3.
3. I'll pass turn.
Okay. Okay. I'll pay for Hermit.
Mhm.
It's 3 now, so. And I'll attack with 4 squirrels.
4 squirrels. I will. I'll take 8.
Yeah, and I'll pass them back to you.
Okay. Have to. Play a plague.
Yeah, response. I'll float a green mana.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll name Elves.
Yeah.
And I'll pass turn.
Yeah, I'll naturalize the plague.
Yep, that's exactly what I saw coming. Naturalize resolves.
Okay. I found a creature. Funny enough. I'll ditch
Sure.
it to survival.
Yep.
I'll ditch a Genesis to survival.
Yep.
And I'll funny enough get the same elf back.
Okay.
You're in 11?
Yep.
I'll pass the turn back to you.
Okay. I wanted to hold out and play that at a different time, and it did not work out. And this feels awful too.
The plague.
Yeah, I was hoping to hold it and because I drew it off the top deck. I didn't have anything to try to
Yeah.
represent counter magic. I was hoping I could get away with it, and I didn't. I waited until I had to play it, and then it didn't work out. I'm gonna pass turn.
Yeah, upkeep, Genesis triggers.
Mhm.
I want to get the 1/1 elf back to my hand.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll play a forest and I'll play a 1/1 elf.
Sure.
And I'll pass them back to you.
Play an island. And I'll hard cast a wonder.
Oh wow. Yeah.
And I will pass turn.
Okay. Okay. I'll get the hermit back.
Mm-hmm.
Draw a card. And I'll pass the turn back to you.
Okay. I'll swing in for 2 flying.
Yeah, go to 19.
And pass turn.
I'll ditch a Mastico.
Mm-hmm.
On top. How lucky. Ditch the anger.
Mm-hmm.
I think this one seems fine now. How many cards in your hand?
2 cards.
2 cards. Okay. Not singular, but I'll take the acolyte.
Mm-hmm.
Keep. See, your deck is on. Yeah, I'll just draw a card.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll attempt the ranged hermits.
I've got a counter spell for the hermit.
Being counterspell? Yeah. Okay. And then I'll cast acolyte and draw cards.
Mm-hmm.
And pass them back to you.
At the end of your turn, I'll gush.
Yeah.
Yep, we'll go to my turn. Play an island.
Mm-hmm.
Got 4 cards in hand. I'll attack for 2 flying.
Yeah. This is 17.
And pass turn.
Okay, I'll pay the echo for the acolyte. And for 3 mana, I want to return hermit to hand.
Okay.
Draw a card. You're on 11, right?
Yes.
Instant speed removal only. Yeah, I'll attack with 4 squirrels and the acolyte.
Well, I'll block a squirrel. And I will take 5.
You have 2 really good options.
Oh, you got to take Pinky.
Pinky, right?
Pinky.
Pinky. Let the brain live, right? Okay, you take 5, which also is a great song. And I'll play Acolyte.
I will counter the Acolyte.
Yeah.
Prohibit.
Okay. And I'll pass them back to you.
Okay. I'll play Tog.
Yep.
Tap that just a touch differently if you don't mind.
Sure.
Tap like so. Play a Tog. Swing in for 2 flying.
Yeah, go to 15.
And pass turn.
Let's see. Do I want another Acolyte? I don't think so. How many cards in your hand?
I have 3 cards in hand.
One of them is an island, I know, right? Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. Jeez, this is really hard. It's not the easiest deck to play.
Oh, I know.
I will, for 3 mana, I will get, yeah, come on. I'll just draw a card. Yep.
Yep.
It's in my hand. I'll play a Quirion Ranger.
Mm-hmm.
I'll make 1 green, untap the 1/1 elf, play, and for 4 mana, I would like to cast Deranged Hermit.
Sure. Deranged Hermit resolves.
I don't have more actually, so do it like this.
I promise to block those first.
Yeah, I can also do it like this.
No, we're good. There you go.
So you're on 6, right? So like this. No, I'm good. I'll pass them back to you.
Okay. It would have been really cool if I'd have drawn something useful. I'll swing with everything.
Well, my 4 dudes are going to block the Meddling Mage.
Oh, yep, you're right. I don't have flying right now. Yep, you got it. I've got nothing to stop your attack next turn.
Okay.
I'm like, oh yeah, I don't. I don't have flying. Yep. Gross. I was like, I see a wonder, but it's
it's the wrong one, right?
oh, gross.
I had some materializes and spare backup survivals in hand, so I was like, I can't pressure you, but I can slowly but surely you. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think the draw in the second game was pretty bad, right? Like a lot of lands. Yeah.
Yeah, I got just absolutely flooded. I kept waiting to draw some amount of like card draw, like the facts or anything to start putting something together.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking maybe I should take a Masticore and then try to pressure your Meddling Mage, but Masticore is really bad against Swords to Plowshares, and I was like, yeah,
well,
just keep jamming the 5 mana guy is also fine.
It was hilarious with the Meddling Mage because if I had known what the top card was after Meddling Mage, like I'm like, if I draw, and I knew it was going to happen too, because I'm thinking with the Meddling Mage, like, you have to name Naturalize and then get the Plague. Yeah. And then I'm like, well, I can't say for sure that I'm going to get this Plague, and I've got to slow this down. And I didn't want you to get going.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, it was just like, that was rough.
Yeah, I think if you would have seen Naturalize, I would have just gotten the I don't know, the morph guy.
Yeah, exactly.
And then unmorph. I do think it cost me like two turns more, so it depends, right? Otherwise I would have searched the symbiote, and the symbiote stays in play after this Plague. So.
Right. Yeah, I forget.
Well, maybe the rest is actually fine after sideboarding, right? Because I have to have Naturalize.
Sure. Yeah, I just think so often you wind up not hitting anything.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Especially like, it's great to draw it first turn, but drawing it anywhere else in the game seems bad. But
yeah, I thought you would shave Mana Leak, because Mana Leak is like, I played around it the whole game after turn 5.
Yeah, that's true. That might have been a better play. Like I said, I am not a Psychotog player. This was a decision to play for this month when I saw who was in the pod. I just brewed something up really quick.
Guys, quick questions for you guys.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Let's see. Aaron, so what were the sideboard cards you had on that hand you just couldn't, you were tempted to keep, but ultimately mold?
Oh, yeah.
No, I had Plague and Annul in the opening hand, but I only had one land. If I'd have had a second land, I would have bet on it. But I'm like, I can annul. I could do the Annul, and then the. I'm like, I just want to hit this Plague. I want to hit it. And I had the other thing was, like, it had counter backup for the Plague. I'm like, if I can Plague and hold a counter at the right time, it's just awesome. So but I had to have that second land.
So there's like COVID everywhere, and Aaron says, I just want to have the Plague. I just want to have it. I just want to play it.
For Danny, Slay J wants to know if you love having to face 4 humilities and 3 curse totems now.
Yeah. I actually do. I love a challenge. So I kind of saw the list of the Jens, and I don't think I have any shot of chance of winning that matchup. But I'm still going to try. Elves always have busted draws. It also doesn't help that my version doesn't run Tanglewire, so it's even worse. But Curse Totem 3 times. Oh wow.
Ooh. Yeah, my bad luck with humility was it was one of the few times I've played it, and when I played it, the opponent played bird, and those were the only creatures for like 6 turns. I'm like, oh my god, bird's gonna kill me. Let's see what
Well,
other.
I have four natural lies, so
Yeah,
so
there you go, 1 for 1.
yeah, but it's going to be a really rough matchup. Yeah.
Let's see what else we got. For Aaron, the white splash over the traditional blue-black tog, was the white worth it?
Yeah, it definitely won me a ton of games. I decided that looking at my pod this month, I really wanted, like, there's a lot. I'm expecting a lot of control and combo in this pod.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of stuff I expected to see and ended up seeing that I think Tog was super good against with the white splash. So
I like how you fix some of the problems of Dog, because Dog has like a pretty healthy doesn't have many cards that can disrupt your opponent, as besides counter spells. And with the white splash, I do think there's a really good ones like Source of Plowshare and Vindicate, and also Melee Mage. I think the white splash is definitely good against the meta at this point.
yeah, I was actually talking with somebody about how to beat Elves. I guess I am not the first one to have this idea. And there was a discussion what a bad matchup Elves is for it, though. So
I think you're like unfavored, but after sideboarding, it surely must be 50-50.
yeah, if you can land the plague with the backup.
Yeah, but kind of the problem is that your deck doesn't win fast besides with Psychotalk, because it's so controlling that Elves can also just recover. And
oh yeah, and there's
like
sorry. I was just going to say there's so many problems in your deck that I have to deal with. Like, yeah, I've got to do something about Priest every time it comes up, but geez, Well-Wisher can put the game out of reach of Psychotalk too. And you can have the explosive turn just like Psychotalk can, where it's like, okay, coming soon, Elves is off to the races.
Did you also sideboard Seal of Cleansing because it can kill survival?
I did not.
Oh, you did not. Okay.
No.
I was thinking that if you have, I had a second survival on hand, so I know you can tutor for Seal of Cleansing. So I was thinking maybe you could have done that, and then I have like a second survival.
Yeah, I did not do that.
I think it's okay to do it once, because sometimes you need to get survival off the board quickly. So.
I think you're right. I think the play there is to take out the mana leaks as well and do the 2 seals and then the powder keg.
Yeah, and the powder keg as well.
I found myself desperate for a powder keg in that last game.
Also, if you do that for powder keg, you can just kill all the pinky brains, and then
that's why I was desperate for it that whole last game.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh man, I wish I'd have put that in.
Right?
Pinky's gonna kill me.
I could have done 3 more swaps.
Yeah, it depends, right? If you're on the play, mana leak is pretty good, but if you're on the draw, I think it's pretty bad. So
yeah,
maybe just for game 2 you did well, and then if you win game 2, game 3, swap the mana leaks out or something. I don't know for sure, because Meddling Mage is also a really tough card, because I win 4 naturalizers, which is not the other green destroy cards, like the green charm. Somebody plays that.
Oh, Emerald Charm.
Yeah, the Emerald Charm.
Yeah, Emerald Charm. Yeah, thank you. Because if I have multiple ways to kill it, then the Meddling Mage doesn't work. But Meddling Mage on Naturalize is actually a really good play against my list. So
yeah.
Oh well. Yeah, I think Jens is going to be really happy that he doesn't have to face Talk, but that he can face green 1/1s. But he loves Elves as well, so.
Oh yeah.
That's fine.
And I love that deck as well. So it's, it's good to see, good to watch it do its thing.
Yeah, I must say I had like 4 ban discussions. Like every match, my opponent tried to open a ban discussion about my deck. But I do think it's good, but I don't think it's busted enough. So.
I think the format has to adjust for it. I think it's what we found in the PSS. People were afraid to play Elves because there was so much Elf hate in the PSS. So it made it, the deck that, I mean, we had 4 of them amongst the PSS decks, and I think it got played a total of twice in the entire PSS.
Really low.
So
I just wait. My buddy Frank is going to win the European one with Elves. He's going to do it. So.
nice.
So the PSS, you could have like 4 crypts in all 3 decks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's one thing I like about the Epic design was you had to play unified.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
The European one, yeah, it's unified. It's also pretty funny because Wasteland and Factory are like the cards that you want to play. Like everyone plays them, but I think Landstill is a pretty good deck in the unified format because only one deck plays Wasteland. So your blue-white deck can be built that you can only have Factories and still beat it because there's only one deck with Wastelands on the opposing side. So there were like small adjustments that I think I like about unified ruling.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it does. And it's 2 pods of 5, and then they cross over, and
I don't know all the things about it, but I do know unified, and I know Frank was building decks and thinking, well, should I ban this one or this one if the player presents these decks? But it's so hypothetical that it's really difficult to answer.
Yep.
So yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's hard to build.
Yeah, it's really hard to build. My first thought was just run 3 really good tier 1 decks. But if you learn like goblins and elves, then you're weak against the plague decks. So I really don't know what's the best.
Well, and you find my concern there, because I had the same thought in the PSS. We did the Spike Fest thing, and it's like, okay, well, there's not shared cards across the 3 best decks in the format. You can play Sly, Landstill, and the Rock, or you can play, Elves in there somewhere. There's no, you're not having to worry about like our meddling mage rule or our discard rule that we had, and for the same for the other for the Epic, with the unified, you're not sharing cards very much at all. So you can play the 3 best, but you make it hard on yourself when somebody's like, well, I've only got a bad matchup against 1 top tier deck. There's no deck that exists in this format that has a bad matchup against 2 of top tier decks because it wouldn't survive.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of like going to the edge of the format, and I'm one of the guys who likes Fluctuator.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to go like on the edge of the format, you could also just play Mono Blue Dreadnought or just a Turbo Dreadnought version. I don't care if it's blue black or blue black white, and Fluctuator. And Elves, you have like 3 decks that are like so over the board that your opponent has difficulties of banning the right deck. I know Fluctuator is really a hate upon deck, but if you always ban the black deck of your opponent, then you're going to have a lot of good matchups.
Yeah,
that's why I have 4 stabilizers.
No one,
boom!
Don't lie to us. No one plays Stabilizer.
I have won some matches casting a 2/3 flyer, right, and just attacking, just swinging at them in.
No, yeah, that's a super valid strategy. Is just do 3 absurd combo decks. Do do the fluctuator that wins. If they don't have interaction, it just wins. Do the devour. If it doesn't have an interaction, it just
the Devour
wins.
is also in the mix. Yeah, Devour is also a deck that's like really unstable, but really, really fast and good. So yeah.
Yeah. Do whatever. Just, you know, try to land it, you know.
Yeah, let's
Ban the control deck.
yeah. Ban a deck with Duress and Ancient Plague, and then you're fine.
Yep.
So, oh well, guys, nice
Danny,
to meet you.
Yeah.
Absolutely great to meet you. Best of luck in the rest of the tournament. Great games.
Yeah, thanks, and I hope to see you next month, man.
Absolutely. Have a good one,
Hey,
guys.
guys.
Okay.